Before you create your templates for your house, just make sure that you have your Google slideshow up of your inspiration pieces, that you have your templates that you traced around from last class period, whatever size you were given. That's kind of the space, general space you have to work with. And that you've got a ruler and a pencil, okay? Now, you can feel free to use these templates, okay, that were given to you and trace them directly onto clay. If you have a different idea of what you would like to size your own templates, that is more than fine, okay? So option one is, let's say that you want your size of your side, okay, to be roughly this big, okay? You can essentially trace this out, okay, to make your, this is to make your own templates, okay? You can essentially trace this out like so, okay, and then say, okay, I want this to be, line it up on the inches side, please. Maybe I only, instead of 5 inches long, I want it to be like 4 inches long or something like that, okay. Okay, you can kind of hack it down accordingly. Does that make sense? And then cut it out, okay? Now, one thing, the whole reason why I'm making this video is I want to share with you all how to use a ruler. I do realize you were not born yesterday. However, rulers can be tricky because we really don't teach them in school, okay? So a couple of things. In order to make things a certain size, it's always good to line up a ruler on one side of the paper, create a notch of your length, and then create another notch and connect the dots. So like so, okay? So let's say, just for kicks, that you want pieces that are 5 inches long. You're gonna line up your ruler, put a little notch at the 5-inch mark. Let me zoom you all in, okay? Line it up with the opposite side, just over here. So see how I'm lining up with the opposite side, 5-inch mark, okay? And then you are going to connect the dots to create that line, okay? All right, so these sections are 5 inches long, all right? Let's say from there that you want pieces, I don't know, that are, you know, in 3-inch increments or whatever, okay? Line your ruler up on the opposite side, right here. You're gonna make notches every 3 inches. Okay, and then I'm gonna connect the dots. Okay, so these would be things I can cut out that are the same size. Does that make sense? So always make sure that you have the notch thing, okay, that you're creating the measurement on one side, you're doing it to the other side, then creating your line, okay, and then you can go the opposite way. These you would then cut out, okay? So that's just a general guideline of how to create templates using your file folder, okay? Based on your inspiration structure, okay? Now, last time we talked very briefly about when we assemble these, okay? They're kind of gonna look like this, and these are Bower templates, okay? Let's say you're doing a structure that is vertical. You can, instead of have this go this way, okay, like so, you can actually turn it on its side and make it go upright, okay? So that's an option as well. That still kind of keeps you within your shape requirements, all right? Now, last but not least, let's say you have all of your templates cut out, okay? So you cut them to size, you made your own. Let's pretend that this, for just a moment, this is my piece of clay. When you go to trace this onto clay slab that I have rolled out, I do not want to roll out any more than I actually have to. So you are going to play a little game of Tetris here, okay? What that means is you are going to make your templates line up on that slab as close together as possible and trace as many templates onto that one slab as you can. What I do not want to see students do is, let's pretend this is your slab of clay. You have one template smack dab in the center of a slab of clay and all of this is extra. Okay, that is going to send me over the edge. All right, so just make sure that whenever you are ready to trace out the amount of your templates, that you line them up so that they take up as much of the slab as possible.